Hi, welcome to week 2. In this week, we're going to learn how to model a world in such a way that ROS can interact with it. Modeling the robot and its environment is an important part of creating a successful ROS application, as without that information, a lot of processes such as motion planning and simulation will become difficult or even impossible. Luckily, ROS makes it easy for us to create sufficiently detailed descriptions or models of robots and their environments using something called the Unified Robot Description, or URDF, file format. We'll make good use of that to create a factory environment this week with 3 robots and a conveyor that will be used as a basis for the rest of the course. One thing to realize though is that this module will not make you a URDF expert. Don't worry, as you also don't need to be an expert in order to be able to make proper ROS applications. There are actually already quite a few courses and even tutorials available online that go into much more detail when discussing URDF, and we'll make use of some of those this week. It would not make sense for us to duplicate all of that in this course, which is why we'll focus on the tasks that you are going to need to be able to successfully complete the modules in the upcoming weeks. So in this week, we'll learn the basics of the URDF format. We'll also learn about concepts such as links, joints, and geometry, and when to use each of those. We'll learn how we can visually represent environments and objects such as robots and factories, how to quickly orient ourselves while reading snippets of URDF that someone else wrote, how to add and remove simple objects to and from the world, and how to import complex models such as robots from other packages into our own URDFs. Finally, we'll also learn about some of the limitations of URDF and how to work with some of the tools that ROS provides to us. So all in all, this week will be a pretty productive week with a lot of hands-on file editing. Now keep your terminal and your text editor close, as we're going to need them quite a bit after we get the conceptual introduction out of the way.